Hi, Jane. Tomorrow is finally your wedding. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Hi, Rosa. Thank you very much. Even we don't usually keep in touch, you're that excited? I'm kind of surprised. Of course I am. You're my only sister. What's wrong with looking forward to it? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm preparing a surprise for you, Jane. A surprise? It won't be a surprise if you tell me now. Don't worry. You'll still be surprised for sure. Rosa, please don't go overboard. I have a bad feeling when you're planning something. Oh, please. Is this because I stole your boyfriend in the past? That's part of it, but not just a boyfriend. You always take things from me. When we were little, you used all my toys without asking. You ate my snacks without me knowing. When I got angry, Mom told me to be patient because I was the big sister. That was so unfair. Do you still hold a grudge about that, Jane? That's so lame. Those were small things, but when we got to high school, you took my bags and clothes that I bought with my part-time job money. Then you started spending my money without asking. I didn't want to be around you anymore. That's why I moved out when I was a sophomore and started living on my own. It's only natural that I'd feel uneasy if you're planning something at my wedding. Well, you'll definitely be surprised. So just look forward to it. I can't wait to see your face when you see my surprise. Really, just don't do anything weird. So many people are coming, I'm begging you. All right. Tony, where are you now? I just arrived on time and the wedding hall staff said the bride has been changed to someone else. Tony, it's an emergency. Please call me right away. Do you know something too, Tony? Who the hell is this other bride? Hey, Tony, please answer me. It's our wedding today. I don't understand why. Call me as soon as you see this. The surprise was a big success. How did you like it? You must have been so shocked. The look on your face was priceless. I'm still struggling to hold back my laughter. How does it feel to have your wedding hijacked? Rosa, is this your surprise? When I got to the ceremony venue, the staff told me that Mom had said that the bride had been changed to someone else. I asked her what was going on, but she didn't know anything about it. When I questioned Mom, she just told me to sit with them. She said, "Well, you don't even have a dress anyway, so there's nothing you can do about it." She was watching me the whole time. I tried to reach Tony, but he never read my messages or picked up the phone. And then the ceremony started. Then you showed up with Tony in my dress. How could I not be surprised? How do I feel? Terrible. You have to explain this to me. I don't have to explain. I'm sure you understand what's going on. What? Me and Tony were dating. You didn't notice it at all, did you, Jane? Since when? Remember the family meeting? That's when we exchanged phone numbers. You met him for the first time that day, right? And yet you approached him? I can't believe it. I fell in love with Tony at first sight. It was like, how could such a handsome man be with my sister? At that moment, I decided that I would definitely steal him away from you. When Tony went to the bathroom, I followed him and handed him a note with my phone number on it. He was surprised at first, but I guess he was kind of happy. When I texted him, he responded immediately. And when I asked him out for dinner, he agreed right away. I can't believe Tony betrayed me so easily. Well, it can't be helped, can it? You're such an ugly girl, Jane. Tony went like, I didn't know Jane had such a pretty sister. I should have proposed to her. I wish I met you sooner. Ah, but if I hadn't proposed to her, I might never have met you, Rosa. So in that sense, it's probably a good thing. When did Mom and Dad know about this? About a week ago. I told them that I was planning a surprise for you, and they were all for it. Unbelievable. I know. Wow, you feel terrible. I feel great. What? Because I got to see your unhappy face. I can't believe it went so well. The surprise was a great success. I feel great. Tony's mom and dad prefer me to you. They welcome me and tell me I won't have to worry about money. And they offered to let us live with them because they have plenty of room. What? Live together? You're going to live in that house with them? That's right. Maybe they didn't offer you that because they don't like you. If it were an ordinary house, I'd absolutely hate the idea of living together. But living in such a huge mansion, I'd gladly live with them. And they told me I wouldn't have to work. I'll be free from financial issues for the rest of my life. Oh yeah? I won't help you no matter what happens in the future. Huh? What are you talking about? It's you who needs help, isn't it? How are you going to survive now? Rich Tony has left you. I'm not like you, okay? I still make enough money to live on my own. And I like my job, so I have no intention of quitting. Yes, well, you're right. Now that Tony has dumped you, you'll never get a chance to marry. You have no choice but to live for your job, right? If you just want to gloat, can I go? You're about to have a wedding reception and must be busy. That's right. Thanks for reminding me. Have fun at the reception, Jane. What? Of course I'm leaving. I mean, I've already left the venue. Is that so? That's so boring. I wanted to show you my other dress for the party too. No thanks. I'm going to charge you for all the money I've spent on the wedding, and of course the wedding venue. And alimony too. What? You're asking for money from your own sister? Of course. It doesn't matter if we're sisters or relatives. You need to atone for what you've done. Well, that's fine. I'll have Tony pay for it. I'm sure he can afford it. I hope you're right. I've decided to leave the money matters to my lawyer, so you'll be hearing from him. Okay. Jane, help me. Please answer me quickly. If you don't hurry, I'll be in big trouble. What in the world? It's so late. I was already asleep and you woke me up. Oh, thank goodness you noticed. Can I come to your place now? Huh? Now? What are you thinking? Please, it's now or never. They finally went to sleep. I've just sneaked out of the house. I'm heading to your place. It's an emergency, okay? I don't understand, but if you need a quick answer, I'll tell you. No way. Even if you come, I'm not letting you in. Why would you say that? I'm in so much trouble. I'm sure you've finally noticed that Tony's parents are outrageous. What? You knew? Then why didn't you tell me? Because you seem to be looking forward to living with them. I didn't want to interrupt you. Huh? Don't lie to me. You wanted me to have a bad experience, didn't you? Tell the truth. Well, then I'll tell you the truth. You're right. I thought I would get revenge for the worst surprise you gave me. Unbelievable! But unlike you, I didn't do anything particular. I just didn't tell you. I'm not on the same level as you, who stole my fiancé without a second thought. They tricked me. They told me I didn't have to work and I believed it. But actually, they forced me to do all the chores. From cleaning that big house to cooking and laundry for the whole family, including Tony's brother and sister and their family. They made me do it every day. If they didn't like the food I cooked, or even the way I do the chores, they'd whine and complain about it for an hour. I can't believe they're such jerks. I'm going crazy. They did the same to me when I was dating Tony. Even though I was just his girlfriend, they didn't stop lecturing me. It's really bad, isn't it? So when they offered living together if we get married, I stubbornly refused. To them, you were more convenient than me. You knew nothing about it, unlike me. In fact, you were naive, and you just took their advice and moved in with them, didn't you? But you don't want to get a job, right? And you fell in love with him at first sight, right? Then you just have to put up with it, don't you? There's no way I can put up with this. I'd much rather get a job than go through such a terrible experience. Besides, Tony doesn't come home until late at night. I hardly get any time with him. I understand that he's working overtime to earn a lot of money. But without him, it's just me and my in-laws in that house. I just can't stand it. He hasn't come home yet today. You seem to be deceived by him in many ways. What? Deceived? What do you mean? First of all, you say he makes a lot of money. He's just like any other office worker. What? That can't be true. Then why do you think he makes so much money? Because he bought me brand name stuff. He said so himself. He lied to you. He's so vain. He probably asked his parents for money and got an allowance. They're so strict with others, but so lenient to their own children. I was the one who paid for our regular dates because I make more money than he does. No way! You know that, don't you? They just want a housekeeper for themselves. They forced you to take care of their son and daughter, right? Oh yeah, that's right. And the reason he doesn't come home isn't because of overtime? Huh? Then what? Don't tell me he's cheating on me. That's right. I just found out recently. I was really pissed off at you. But more than that, I was mad at him, betraying me so easily after proposing to me with all those I love yous. So I hired a private investigator to do a background check on Tony. I couldn't forgive him for betraying me and trying to make himself happy. I was determined to find out something I could use for revenge. And it turned out to be more than I expected. I thought maybe he was having an affair with someone other than you. But to my surprise, he was 6 timing. Oh, 7, including you. He was having affairs with all of them even when he was engaged to me. I'm going to take big amount of alimony. You're kidding. He just got married to me and he's already cheating on me? He proposed to me and then went out with 7 different people. Of course he won't change even if he gets married. He doesn't come home from work even though he doesn't work overtime. So I guess that's what he's doing. No way. I'll never forget your betrayal and I'll never forgive you. But I'm grateful that you made it possible for me to leave him. So I'll give you the evidence, and you can use it to get alimony from him. Then, you can use the money to pay me alimony. You said you'd ask for a lawyer, right? I did. So what? If you're grateful to me, then you can ask him to defend me too. Of course, the money is on you. Don't get carried away. I told you I would never forgive you for the rest of my life. You should be grateful that I'm providing you with evidence. I'm not going to help you anymore. If you need someone to turn to Mom and Dad. They're always on your side. They'll help you this time too, right? But they told me they're not happy with this. They said they won't allow me to come home. They want me to play nice with my in-laws and send money to them somehow. They said it's the only way to show gratitude for raising me. I see. Then you'll just have to take care of it yourself. I have no intention of letting you in my place, so you can either give up and go back to that house or do something with it on your own. It's your choice. I will never go back. I'd rather die than go back to that house. Is that so? Do what you want. If you think I'm going to help you if you say that, you're wrong. I gave you advice on your wedding day. Advice? I said I wouldn't help you no matter what happened. Did you? That's right. You're on your own. Bye. Hey, if you don't help me, I'll have to stay here. Jane!
Hey, Jane, did you say something to Rosa? She left the house at midnight last night and hasn't come back. I called your parents, but they said she hasn't returned. Is she at your place?
Huh? How can that be? She came to me for help, sure, but I clearly refused. I have no intention of forgiving you or her.
Then where the hell did Rosa go?
I don't know. Yesterday, she said she'd rather die than go back to your parents' house. Maybe she went out camping.
She said that? We're newlyweds. What's wrong with her?
How dare you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Thanks to her, I was able to break up with a shitty guy like you. So I told her one thing, that you had 7-timing love affairs.
You knew?
I found out after your wedding. Had I known earlier, I'd never have wanted to marry a jerk like you. Now that Rosa knows too, you'll have to pay alimony to both of us.
Oh no, I thought you didn't notice.
I was going to charge Rosa for the wedding cost, but now that I know you were 7-timing me, I'm going to charge it to you after all.
I didn't know you knew all that. You know I don't have any money, right, Jane? There's no way I can pay you that kind of money.
I didn't ask if you can pay or not. Even a kid knows that if you did something wrong, you will be punished. Maybe kids are smarter than you.
Don't say that. Why do I have to be told off by you?
If you don't want to be told off, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. I've already asked for a lawyer, so make sure you pay up. But I know you can't afford it on your meager salary. Why don't you continue to get help from your favorite mom?
Hey, come on. Stop it already.
What? I'm just telling you the truth. See you later, motherfucker. Like I guessed, Rosa went camping out that day. After that, she asked her friends for help. But all her friends know that she stole my fiancé, so nobody helped her out. She didn't have any job or a place to live. But I heard that she found herself a job as a live-in housemaid. She had no choice but to work as much as she could, and she's doing fine. Tony was asked alimony by both Rosa and me. So he couldn't go around like before. Those women he was dating sensed his change, and they found out he was cheating on them. Oh, of course they got mad, putting him in a rough spot as he's being demanded to pay more alimony. Well, none of that is my business. As long as the alimony is paid, I'm fine. I hope that neither Tony nor Rosa will ever do anything to cause trouble to others again. I really do.